So I'm now on page 37 in the book, and it asks us to change some of the form properties. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the text property and type in pet application. So I'll just copy and paste that. But you can also just type it in. So I'm back in my program. I make sure I click on the form so that I'm viewing the form properties. I will scroll down here to the property called text, and then I will type in pet application. And then enter. And now you can see that the title of the form changed from what it was as a default to pet application. Now this here, the text you see on the top, or which we could call sort of a title, should not be confused with the name of the form. When you refer to the form in your code, you have to refer to the form by name, and the name of the form is still form 1. The only thing we have changed here is the title that appears on top of the window. The next thing we're going to do is to set the start position of the windows. So when our application starts, we want it to start center screen. So we don't want it to start scrunched up in one corner here or in the bottom here. So to do that, we have to change the start position properties of the form. So I will go back here. I will find the property that called start position, and I will change that to center screen, like that. The next thing it asks us to do is to select the font, and we have to go to the font property and make sure this font has been selected, this size, and so on. So let's go back here. Let's make sure our pet application form has been selected. And let's go and find the font here, and we can click on the font here. Or we can click on the dot 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 box, and then we're going to choose the fonts that was indicated for us. So regular 9 and OK. And now the font has been set. The label font should also have changed. So to check that, we can click on the label font, and you can see that has now the same font as we chose for the form. And we can click on the second one, and that also have the same font as we chose for the form. So we now have done step 1, step 2, we have done step 3, and we have done step 4, and we have checked the 2 labels that those actually changed accordingly. Next, we will change the text and location properties for the 2 labels controls. So I will scroll down and see if we find some more information for that. So here are the information. First, the label 1 should say dog, and the location should be 55 and 212. So we're going to go back to here. The text is going to be dog, and the location is going to be 55, 212, I think it was. Okay, so that got up here. And then the next one should have the label or the text cat, and it should be 240, 212. So it will go here. I will set the text here to cat, and the location is going to be, what was it? 240, 212. 240, 212. Enter. Okay, so now we have located the labels for the dog and the cat. And I probably can make this a little bit smaller, just like that. Now we need to download the cat and dog images, and they can be downloaded from this link here. So I'm just gonna allow for that. But also, you might be provided with the images from your teacher or from another source. So if you have gotten the images from another source, you can just download and save those. So if your image open up in a browser like that, you can always save it to computer by right-clicking and do Save Image As. And I already saved it to my demo chapter 3 folder. So I have my cat file here, and I can go ahead and save it again. And then I also have saved my dog file here, so it's ready to be used. It might be even better to have those actually in my pet folder. So I'm just going to go here and drag them into my pet folder here. And now I have all the files associated with this project in this my pet project folder, including these 2 images here. Now the next thing we're going to do is to put these images into our picture box. And we can do that by clicking this little icon on the picture box and choose image. So let's go ahead and do that. I will click on my first picture box. I will click on that little icon there. I will go ahead and choose image. And you can import a local resource. So I will go ahead and import that. I will go from chapter 3 and my pet project. And then we're going to do the cat and then open like that. Sorry, we were supposed to do the dog first. So I can redo that and choose the dog first, and just like that. And then I'm just going to do OK. And as you can see, the dog doesn't really fit there, so we would need to fix that. So in order for the picture to fit inside the box, we would have to go to the size mode property and make sure we have the option of stretching the image. And also, I think we were supposed to have a particular size of 115, 145. So let's go ahead and change the size mode to stretch image. So I will click the picture box here. I will do the size mode from normal to stretch image. And then I will set the size to 115, 145. So 115, 145. Enter. And now it looks better.